Greetings, this is the Timeshare Traveler. Today is episode 94, coming up on 100. And this is UHaul, is my Hawaii rental car. So let's go right into the overview. Why rent a U-Haul instead of a regular car? I'll go into that. I'll talk about the price of rental cars in Hawaii. I'll talk about the specific costs of a U-Haul renting. And then I'll do a cost comparison of a regular rental car and staying in a timeshare. I think it's some useful information. Then I'll give you some bottom line what made me do that. So before I get into the details, I want to tell you a little bit about my channel. Then I'll go right into why rent a U-Haul. Hi, my name is Cliff, and I'm the Timeshare Traveler. The purpose of this channel is to provide education and knowledge for those interested in timeshares. I've been a timeshare owner for over 15 years. I'm an elite owner with Marriott Vacation Club, Hilton Grand Vacations, and Worldmark by Wyndham. I've also posted over 70 timeshare video reviews of different locations, and I've posted 40 timeshare video tips. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, and I can be found at Timeshare Trav on Twitter and Facebook, and my website is www.timesharetraveler.com. Let's get right into it. Why rent a U-Haul instead of a car? Well, the bottom line is a U-Haul can be cheaper, especially when you're doing last minute. Often when you plan way in advance and you know exactly what you want to do from a rental car perspective, you can get better deals. But if you're kind of doing last minute things, or you want to do something kind of last minute and you don't have a rental car, it can be quite expensive. Again, it's the price for short driving events because it's usually a fixed fee and so much a mile, as opposed to cars tend to be a daily rate. Personally, in my use case, I was going to go use it for just coffee tasting, and all the coffee places are I'd say within 10 miles of each other, so 8 miles each other, plus or minus. And honestly, I'm kind of goofy. I couldn't resist the novelty. And then after researching, I was shocked. You could actually do it, and it actually was a great deal. And I'll go into the details on the pricing here in just a minute. And I also want to do it just to prove it. So I've done it. I've proved it, and I'm not just an idea intellectually. You can actually do it. And it was easy to do, kind of the same as renting a car. You just go online, book it, and so forth. So it was really great. And now it's hard for me whenever I see a U-Haul truck, I kind of laugh that I've sort of used it kind of outside the norm. But it was kind of fun. It was an adventure. And what better thing to do when you're traveling Hawaii than to have an adventure? Maybe not the one you would expect, but hey, it works. My whole move toward looking at renting a U-Haul was driven by the sticker shock when I sort of said, just rent a car for a day. And then I found out it was $125 a day. And then the car rentals are really expensive. They can be expensive even not last minute, right at the moment in Hawaii. I've gotten a special for $60 for a couple days that I had booked well in advance, and that seemed to be the best I could get. I'm sure there are better. Some people have found different things. But this is all, the $125 a day was just a daily rate. That wasn't all the insurance and so forth and so on, all the other fees added on. So it was really, really expensive, and I just didn't want to do it, and I wanted to see if there's a way around it, and I'll go into the U-Haul comparison just a minute. Here's the other thing: is I go walking along the beach, and I'll walk through the parking lots, and I'll see all the cars parked there. So not only pay $125 a day, but a lot of people have them sitting. They want to enjoy the resort, so they're just sitting in the parking lot for several days. So that's expensive to do that. The resorts and local beaches within walking distance are very attractive, and some people just want to relax. They're on vacation. They don't want to rush around just like they were working. They want to actually take time to do that. And some people just hang out at the pools and hot tubs and grab a drink at the bar and have a great time chatting, or read a book or things like that. So if you've booked a rental car for a week at $125 a day, that's quite expensive. Okay, I admit to laughing at myself when I even thought to consider a U-Haul, except I stopped laughing when I realized it was $19.95 for the pickup truck and only $1.59 a mile. So if I'm doing a round trip of, say, 20 miles, that's $30 plus the 20, it's $50. I'm sure there's some additional fees in there, $60. Let's call it, I round up to 80, 60 to $80 somewhere in there. That's great for a day, given the rental car even if you get lucky and get a discount back booking it long ago, you're paying at least 60 plus the bonus. All the extras is $80, and you could be paying easily more. And I'm only paying for when I'm using it, because I'm going to use it for one day. I'm going to get it for one day. I guess it would be cheaper to set it in the parking lot, because it's only $19.95 a day, so I'm not driving it anywhere. So maybe it even works for that. But I was just doing it because it was convenient, and I kind of wanted to do it. Then I'm renting a pickup truck, so the gas mileage might be a little worse than the car, but it's not significant, since I'm not going to drive it that far. And it's good enough, for what I need. And just an FYI, U-Haul, if you need to have, I think it's like a 14-seat, don't hold me to that, but U-Haul is a large van that's $129 a day, and that includes all my,les. So if you did have a giant group, another one in the process of just finding out what I needed personally, I was like, oh, wow, if I happen to be here with me, some friends, my cousins or something like that, or my kids and everybody, I might just rent $14, the 14-person van, and for $129, that'd be better than getting 2 or 3 cars at the rates that I was talking about. So there you have it. There's the cost of the U-Haul. The other thing I did is I compare the cost of a rental car versus the cost of staying in a timeshare. And here's the bottom for me, and this is for me, and everybody makes the choices. I would rather stay longer in Hawaii than have a rental car for every day. I'll pick the days I want to go do something. And that's not true for everyone. So I'm not, this is not a judgment comment. We have enough people critical of each other. It's just something for you to consider. That's really all it is. I found it interesting. I did it. It works great. I'm staying in a 1-bedroom in Waikoloa by Hilton Grand Vacations, at Kingsland specifically. My maintenance fee to pay for my 1-bedroom for my 1-week stay is about $750. If I rented a car for a week at the 125, it would easily be $800. Could be more, could be less, depending on, if I get a car seat, if I have multiple drivers and so forth, levels of insurance that you pay. So I'd rather do the $80 for the day I would actually do want to drive than the rest of the time I want to just relax. And then I could stay longer. And me, I've been traveling now for years, so longer is obviously better for me. And then I just pick my expenses when I want to do that. And I try to be frugal so that I can enjoy what really matters to me. And that's really, I think, the bottom line is I give you these information comparison. Yeah, maybe it's a little goofy to book from U-Haul, rent a truck from U-Haul, but everybody fits in it. I guess you could joke I'm going to get a whole truckload worth of coffee. No, I'm not going to. But anyway, that's that. Let me jump to what I would call my bottom line, why I did what I did. Here's the bottom line. I love to save money. I'm a numbers guy. Always, whenever something happens, I pick the numbers. Maybe that's why I'm a timeshare guy too, because that's all about the numbers and how you make it work. And I'm only paying for what I need, and I only want to go coffee tasting on one day. And I'll buy all the coffee. I come with a French press and a grinder, so I buy the coffee, really good coffee, and I, boil the hot water, put it in my French press, and make my coffee. So my specific need of wanting to get that really good coffee that I love, just needed a 1-day rental, and then I'm just enjoying the beach on the other days. And I've already gone to Costco on my way to the resort, so I had the Uber driver do that. My view is you can't watch too many sunsets, so I focus my vacation on watching the sunsets. It's just, again, these are just my choices, and sort of give you some background on my bottom line, why I chose to do what I did. I just enjoy walking along the beach, see the turtles, go in the water, those kind of things. And I'll book a traditional car for a few days for more traditional tourists visiting. I want to go see a waterfall. I want to go see the volcano. I want to go over to Hilo for a day. And I'll wrap that into a 2 or 3 day thing. I'm here for multiple weeks, so I'll pick that up next week for my next stay. But so I do it, and I booked that well in advance. I sort of planned when I needed it, and I'm actually also using it to save the need for having an Uber drive. So it actually works out really well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of a different one, kind of a little more funny, maybe goofy, whatever word you want to use. But I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. It really helps me a lot. And don't forget to hit the like button.